The fourth generation Legacy wagon was a great car to begin with, but to make it more desirable, Subaru created the Legacy STI S402. Just 402 examples were built, each with a 2.5-liter flat-four that made 281 horsepower thanks to a twin-scroll turbo. For Japan, that is. The hottest Legacy to reach the US was the 250 horsepower Legacy GT, but that shouldn't stop you from creating your own STI-esque version, just like this owner. He gave his Legacy GT a rebuilt engine with a different turbo and intercooler, bigger injectors and faster fluid pumps. It puts down 260 horsepower and 290 pounds-ft of torque to all four wheels without even breaking a sweat. Or its precious internals. Of course, that additional power deserved some suspension upgrades as well, including a coilover setup with anti-roll bars, new bushings, different engine mounts, and B-fire control arms. Add in a few bits and pieces from a WRX STI steering system to make it turn tighter, and you've got the complete package. Without a typical STI body kit, it's also a comfortable sleeper you can daily. And that's the whole point of this exercise.
Other motors might have been through more generational changes, but few can have been through as many aesthetic and conceptual changes as the humble Micra Super Mini. After all, this is the fifth version of Nissan's baby, and over the years it has been through numerous stages: capable, toy-like, fun, boring and budget. And now, with this fifth generation, we've arguably got the best yet. Speaking bluntly, it needed to be. With the previous version, by its own admission, Nissan had produced a global car aimed primarily at emerging markets. Those for European buyers it simply wasn't up to par. This latest version, however, is very different. For starters, it has some sleek lines and a prominent nose, giving it a sporty look that couldn't be much further away from the anonymous and bland styling of previous models. In a sector of the market where styling can count for much in terms of buying decisions, it's definitely a step in the right direction, and we certainly approve. The same is true of the engine under the bonnet of this particular version. A downsized, 900cc, 3-cylinder turbo petrol with 90 bhp is enough to get the Micra from 0 to 60 mph in 12.1 seconds and onto a 109 mph top speed. Average fuel economy and emissions are 61.4 mpg and 104 grams per kilometer, respectively, but as always it's the way that the Micra delivers those statistics that's the real giveaway. The good news is that the baby Nissan's engine has a lively offbeat thrum from those 3 cylinders, although for us it could be more vocal, not something you'd usually request, obviously. The power delivery is rapid too, giving it a nippy feel about town when running through the cut and thrust of city traffic. However, we found that the problems came when running at a more constant speed in slow-moving traffic and on a very slight throttle input. Too often it felt that the engine's turbo was always either on or off, making your progress far from smooth and meaning you either constantly felt you didn't have enough acceleration or had too much. For such a small car that's likely to spend the majority of its time in an urban environment in exactly these part-throttle situations, it's a strange anomaly. When driven harder down a country road, ironically, the problem wasn't an issue, although it was exacerbated a little by the presence of a 5-speed manual gearbox when most modern cars offer 6. It's a shame when other elements of the Micra, such as its handling, grip and ride quality, are generally so good. It was a similar story with the interior. Ever since we first climbed into the driver's seat of the new Micra at the Paris Motor Show, we've been big fans of its interior and we haven't changed our minds. Make no mistake, it is smart looking and well laid out, with clear dials and controls that are easy to read. In terms of ease of use, it's a car that could teach some of its rivals a lesson or two. Yes, some of the materials and plastics here and there could be better, especially lower down or in the back seats, but overall this is a pretty good place to be. It's also practical with plenty of space in the front seats, a steering wheel that adjusts for both height and reach, and a Sofix child seat mounting on the front passenger seat. The only downsides for us were the lack of a spare wheel, there's just a useless repair kit, and a very annoying and noisy rattle from behind the dashboard throughout our time with the car, despite extensive investigations to find it. For an area of the car market that is as competitive as the Super Mini, it's incredibly hard to stand out and even harder to succeed. The smart new Citroen C3 has arrived on the market, plus there's a new Ford Fiesta and VW Polo, so the job is going to be doubly difficult. Which makes this new Micra all the more impressive. It's not faultless, but Nissan's latest baby is night and day better than its predecessor, and certainly one of the better small cars on the market today.
Fast, fun, and ferocious good things come in small packages, and the 2018 Subaru WRX Premium still delivers like a champ. Since its US debut in 2002, the WRX, now in its 5th generation, has remained a popular choice for urban and suburban performance enthusiasts. Aside from the series' hood scoop, we like the relatively sleeker sedan looks, its subtly revived front styling, and the redesigned mesh grille on this year's model. The use of a key instead of a fob to fire up the little beast is a nice old-school bonus. Under the hood, the WRX packs a 2.0-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder boxer engine that delivers a potent 268 horsepower and 258 pounds-ft of torque to all four wheels. Subaru's beefy engine is mated to a fully synchronized 6-speed manual transmission with carbon first and second gear synchros. The direct injection turbocharged ride serves up consistent boosts of power with minimal turbo lag. It's a serious hoot to drive and makes every moment behind the wheel an adventure. Rex's rack and pinion steering with electric power assist is tight, engaging enough, and definitely preferable over fully electric systems. Our Pearl Blue Tester is a blast to drive around town, carving canyon roads, or simply racing to the 7-Eleven for a big gulp. Standard features include AWD, a thankfully low-profile trunk spoiler, and a sport-tuned suspension. Subaru optimized the suspension for better handling and ride comfort, but it still feels a bit stiff and a little rough on uneven surfaces like the downtown freeways of LA. Compared to last year's model, it would be difficult to tell them apart for the untrained eye. For 2018, the WRX Premium rides on dark gray 18-inch aluminum alloy wheels with summer performance tires and gets halogen fog lights. Our tester was also equipped with the optional performance package that adds $2,050 to the base price of $29,295 and includes Durant performance brake pads and red finish for the front and rear brake calipers. Inside, the 4-door, 5-passenger sedan received optional Recaro performance front seats with an 8-way adjustable power driver seat. The Recaros are fine, but a bit hard and not the most comfortable for everyday driving. If you stick with the standard carbon black checkered cloth seats, you save a few bucks that you can put towards a sliding moonroof. Standard interior goodies include a leather-wrapped flat-bottom steering wheel, power windows, rear camera, instrument cluster with color LCD display, and a 5.9-inch multi-function display. Our tester came with the optional premium package at Subaru Starlink 7.0 Multimedia Plus, voice-active controls, Bluetooth audio streaming, and hands-free phone and text messaging connectivity. The 6-speaker sound system sounds tin-like and could use an aftermarket upgrade. Also equipped was the all-weather package, which includes heated front seats, exterior mirrors, and a windshield wiper deicer, great for those winter trips to the slopes. New for 2018 is Eyesight driver assist technology that offers a pre-collision braking feature that comes in handy if you find yourself in an emergency situation. For its size, the WRX surprisingly has a decent amount of storage space in the trunk, offering 12 cubic feet. We were able to fit 2 card tables that fit perfectly in the back with ease and still had enough room for luggage and more without having to fold down the rear seats, an awesome bonus. Overall, the WRX remains an excellent choice for enthusiasts and anyone who likes to go fast. Real fast.